Hello guys, welcome to the last day of the quarter, the last day of September. Next day, tomorrow, will be 1st of October, and you already know what's coming on Friday. Friday is the NFP day, so let's have a look on the week ahead and let's have a chat on what can possibly happen with the US dollar, as well as what are the biggest economic events that will be released, economic data that will be released towards this week. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up and share this content with your friends because guys, something is really tricking us. We're doing our best here to deploy the content to everyone, so please don't forget to put the notifications on into the channel, so every time we post a video you received it immediately. All right, and if you probably haven't received in a day, so then come and check out because YouTube haven't sent you the notifications, because we do have daily videos here. All right, let's have a look now at the economic calendar and see what is going on around the world. So during this weekend we had Israel bombarding two countries. All right, so this yet won't have felt into the market, because usually when that happens we have gold prices spiking up. We just had this Monday opening very chill, all right, not much happening. Gold prices did pull back a little bit, not much as I was talking about on Friday, so still a bit more expectation about gold coming lower because it can't go higher forever, right? But those types of geopolitical tensions happens and we have to manage a risk control towards what can happen around the world, all right? Now, during this Monday morning, we didn't have anything happening, to be honest. We only had a bit of strengthening on the US dollar, but now opening Europe, 340 here in Australia, it's going to open Europe session. Euro dollar is heading a little bit higher, still below of the opening of the week, but we will probably see a higher euro dollar by the end of this week. So let's dive into the economic calendar a little bit and see what's waiting for us this week. So for today at 4 p.m. we're going to have a GDP year over year for UK and the German CPI at 10 p.m. It's always very important to pay attention on German CPI because German do compose a big portion of Eurozone, and every time we have a release from Eurozone is basically a big portion of the German CPI with smaller other countries like France, Italy, and so on, Spain, and so on, okay? So pay attention on German CPI is expected to be a little bit higher than the previous. Previous was negative 0.1%, so negative inflation, so deflation for the month of August. Now for the month of September, they are predicting to be 0.1%, so an increase to positive and 0.1%. Now on Tuesday, so tomorrow, we're going to have Jerome Powell giving a speech at 3:55 a.m. in Australia, so I won't be awake for that. It's going to be all fine. 11:30 a.m. we're going to have retail sales for Australia. 7 p.m. we have CPI for Eurozone, for the whole Eurozone, and at 11:45 p.m. we have manufacturing PMI for USA. So pretty much today is very important. Tomorrow is very important, and so Wednesday as well, because we're going to have ISM manufacturing PMIs, all right, at midnight from USA, and ADP non-farm employment, as well as the jobs opening for USA. So this is going to be a full day Wednesday for the US dollar. Expect a lot of volatility this week, especially on Friday when we're going to have the NFP. Moving on Thursday, we have initial jobless claims, then the services PMI for USA at 10:30 p.m. initial jobless claims, and 11:45 p.m. the services PMI. Bear in mind, okay, that the services PMI here is expected to have a bit of a contraction from 55.7 from the previous month to 55.4 to the month of September. It's still above the level of 50, so away from the recession. Now, if we look to the manufacturing PMI, we are below the levels of 50, and we are expecting to have below the previous as well. The previous for the month of August was 47.9, and the expectations for the month of September is expected to be 47. All right, so 0.9% lower, well, 0.9 points lower than the last month, the month of August. So bear in mind that there is maybe a tiny little dust onto recession, a technical recession for the USA coming to this year. We need 2 quarters, well, at least 3 quarters, but at least 2 quarters, but especially 3 quarters of negative GDP. So then we are on a technical recession, as we like to call. All right. Then we go to Friday, and Friday is the big day. Unemployment rate, non-farm payroll, average hourly earnings, all delivered at 10:30 p.m. into Australia time. So guys, it's a full week, all right, ahead. I do believe we're going to be seeing a lot of volatility from Wednesday on. So not much today, not much tomorrow, but starting from Wednesday to Friday, we may see a lot of volatility, especially on Friday when we have the NFP. We are looking at a non-farm payroll consensus of 144,000 from the previous of 142K. So 2K higher than the previous, so that's pretty good if they can do that. Unemployment rate to maintain the same. As the Fed say, the unemployment rate can go up 0.2, so 2 points higher than what it is right now. So 4.2 is the actual from the last month, and they're expecting to maybe go to 4.4. That's the range that the FOMC has gave to us on last week on the FOMC meeting, as well as the average hourly earnings decreasing from 0.4% previous to 0.3 consensus for the month of September. Guys, I hope everyone have a beautiful week ahead. I hope you had time to rest during this weekend. And if you have any questions, please put down in the comments. And don't forget that tomorrow from 5 to 6 p.m. we're going to have the webinar. All right. I see everyone tomorrow on the webinar. So if you haven't yet registered, please do it so by clicking in the description of this video. You can follow the link to the website and you will be able to register yourself. If you're not yet on the Telegram group, do it so by clicking in the description as well into the Telegram group, and we will be able to access the webinars. We will be able to see every post that I do in there as well. And if you haven't had a chance to look at my strategy, if I would start with $100, how would I trade these? Go into the channel or go into the description. Dave can put it out the link to how would I start everything again with $100. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.